Peace family, Kanji Queen here, and I wanted to give a quick PSA to the spiritual family, to the conscious family that are tapped in and also been feeling the energy of these frequencies. Now, those who have been paying attention, you notice that there's a lot of distractions that's in the ethers or being sent at the chosen ones, those who have the gift to see, right? Recently, me and the Divine Royalty family did a truth spell or a truth ritual to reveal the truth to us, to open our eyes, and so that the eyes of those who seek the truth shall receive the information that they need. Now, with that being said, I want to just say that ever since they did that wildfire, or supposedly the sky was bloody red or orange here in New York City, I noticed that there's been a really weird energy in the ethers. And I want to put this video out because I want to know if other people also have been feeling this, if other empaths and sensitive people have been also feeling like this hostile energy in the air. There feels like there's some type of an attack on our crown, right? And it's not just like me feeling this, but when I talk to my friends and just listen to certain conversations, I notice that people tend to be very irate at this time, right? Like, pay attention, check your emotions, because I notice that as empathic people, as spiritualists, sometimes we absorb the energies of those around us. And there's this energy, I don't know what the hell they sprayed in the air or whatever it was to make people more volatile, more violent, more angry. But I do notice that, like, people been talking about how the crime rate been increasing here in New York. Like, it's gotten really bad since 2020. And not only that, but I had to check myself because I'm like, why is my energy feeling like this? This is not coming from me. And when you're a spiritual person and you're tapped in and you're really sensitive to energies, you have to be constantly aware of, self-conscious, or that's why they call it conscious, to be aware, right? To know, to be aware if these emotions that you're feeling is coming from you or if it's coming from something around you, right? Is this an astrological shift that we're feeling? Is this some type of a mental or emotional shift that we're feeling? Is it an energy that's about to come in, or is this something that we're feeling that's happening right now? Right? And it's a reason why they're keeping us distracted with all of the celebrity gossip and drama and aliens and shit like that, is because it's something that's happening right here, right now on this earth. So they want you to look everywhere else besides within yourself, because remember, this is a spiritual war. This is not really just about, flesh and blood, like they say, right? So we have to be mindful of our crown chakra, and that's why they call it the corona an attack on the crown, the attack on your crown, the same vortex or the portal that connects you to the divine, your divine higher self. So there really is something that's here that's trying to do some type of a mind control. Hence, you guys see, I've been covering my head up a lot lately. And I'm not normally the type that walk around with head wraps and stuff like that, but I've really been feeling like, the energy's been so intense here in New York. And I want to know if anybody else, like, where are you guys in the world? Drop it down below. Let me know what country, what state, city you in. And if you also have been feeling these energies, because it's really intense right now, with a point it's like, I literally can't go outside without covering my head or wearing extra protection. Like, I have my black tourmaline on, I have all my crystals on, like my meditations and all of that. And it's something that is trying to affect people who are not tapped in. So pay attention. If the enemy can't get to you, the enemy will try to get to the people that's close to you. It could be your neighbor, your family members, your friends. So at this point in time, this is really, really, really beneficial to take some time to be alone, right? To tell your friends and family members, like, hey, listen, I need some time to de-stress, to get my energy right, because you got to move away from other people so that way you can reconnect back to yourself. Because as empathic people, as hypersensitive spiritual people, we can take on the problems, the worries, the emotions, the mental energies, and the baggage of other people around us. And most of the times we're giving people, so we don't know when to pull back and pour back into ourselves. Sometimes we don't know when our cup is empty because we're so used to giving on an empty cup. But right now, because the energies are so intense, it's very important that you make sure that you do a lot of self-love, self-care, okay? Very important. If you haven't been taught how to love yourself, if you haven't been taught how to pamper yourself, if you haven't been taught how to rest, okay? Listen, coming from me, okay? I don't know how to rest. I don't know how to stop. The spirit will make you. Right now is a point where we're not really supposed to be doing too much, but we're really supposed to be sitting back, being passive, kind of in that yin energy, that moment of rest, because we are going through a metamorphosis right now, and a lot of us are going to come through this portal transformed and completely different. And that's why Every time you try to take a step forward, if it's something that's delaying you, that's stopping you, also remember there's a lot of retrogrades happening right now. A lot of us are going through some serious spiritual upgrades. Okay, like the downloads have been intense, and sometimes we're going to need some time to allow our physical body to digest the light or the information that's coming into our cerebral, our head. Hence why I said there's a lot of energy coming in, divine energy, and it comes from above, below. As above, so below. As within, so without. Now is the time where we got to start eating cleaner, purging our body, doing parasitic cleanses, okay? Constantly detoxing, because especially if you live in like a crazy city like Chicago, if you live in Atlanta, if you live in New York City, if you live in Houston, if you live in LA. Listen, these are intense places. Okay, if you live in nature, you're good. If you're surrounded by a whole bunch of nature, you're not surrounded by all those sirens and loud noises and stuff like that, then you're in a much better space. But for those of us that's actually in the belly of the beast, and we out here because we have to be out here right now, because what's coming, we're going to have to be ready to help those who are going to be lost. And a lot of people are going to have to step up. And I know sometimes greatness is thrust upon you, okay? Sometimes greatness is thrust upon you where you have to stand up and be ready. You be like, yo, Spirit, I'm not ready for this. It's not when you're ready. If you've been touched and you've been blessed and you've been anointed with a gift to give to this world, if you got to write that book, if you got to start that school, if you got to build that farm, if you got to, whatever you got to do, if you got to be that healer, that teacher, that nurturer, that person that creates a safe space where people are going to need you, now is the time. Spirit is going to delay and block everything in your life until you step into your power. And I'm telling you right now, all of us that have been doing the work, and those who haven't been doing the work and been distracting yourself, you're going to be forced to make a choice. Okay? You're going to have to choose, because remember, human beings, we have the right to choose and we have free will. But understand that if you go against your destiny, it will be very hard. Life is going to be very difficult. So either way, right? If you got to go through these changes, it's going to be uncomfortable to grow, but we got to go through that cocoon phase in order to emerge as a butterfly. And I did some research. I said, how long does it take for a caterpillar to transform into a butterfly? How long is that crystallization period when they in rest? And it says from 2 weeks to 5 weeks. 2 to 5 weeks it takes for a butterfly to transform completely. And it depends on the species of the butterfly, but normally it's about 2 weeks. So we have to ask ourselves, when do we allow ourselves just 2 weeks at a time just to rest, to be away from distractions, to take off social media and our phones, to just be within our energy? Imagine if you shut off your phone for 2 weeks and you just was in your reading your books, studying, focusing on your purpose, whatever it is. If you're picking up, learning a new instrument, learning a new subject, try whatever you have to do to grow. Imagine if you dedicated just 2 weeks straight on you. You will be transformed. You will be different. I'm telling you right now, this is what I'm saying. Let me tell you guys what retrogrades are coming. We got a Venus retrograde right now. Mercury retrograde is coming, and we are already in Mercury retrograde shadow. So that's already intense energy. Then we got Pluto retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde. Like, it's a lot of energies right now. Okay, this is dealing with relationships. This is dealing with the mind, mentalism, our thought processes, right? Pluto deals with destruction. There's a lot of things that's happening right now. People talking about the elections. It's a lot. And then here in New York City, they talking about how certain, cases, right? COVID cases have increased, and that they have a new variant now. Now, y'all see where this is going, right? Y'all see where this is going. And it's almost winter time. What season? Yeah, jab season. Only thing I'm going to say is that's why Spirit has been moving me and telling me what I need to do. And family, it's up to you. You don't got to participate if you don't want to. But I know that there needs to be a protection ritual. And that's why I said I'm doing a protection ritual. And we have a whole group of people that's going to be doing a protection ritual, because protection rituals with groups is powerful. Powerful together. So if you want to protect your energy, if you feel like these energies have been heavy, if you want to participate in our group ritual, so that way we can cover our family, cover ourselves, and make sure that whatever wave is coming doesn't even touch us, okay? We'll be able to watch it, but it will not touch us, our loved ones, our family. I rebuke it. Understand that there is a plague that is coming. There is a cleanse and a purge that is coming, but it must happen. Pay attention to what's happening around the world. Pay attention to like the fires, to the volcanoes, to the earthquakes, to the hurricanes. Like, yes, these things have happened since the beginning of time, but it's different right now. It's a lot of weird stuff happening right now. The weather is very strange right now. Time is different right now. People are looking up in the sky and noticing that the glyphs, things are shifting. That veil is off. That truth spell that we did a couple of weeks ago, that shit is hitting. And for those who have never taken any of my rituals, listen, ask anybody. Our rituals, when we do that shit, them shits be fucking working. And them shits hit quick. So we are doing a protection ritual Sunday, tomorrow, okay? August 13th, 8 p.m. If you want to participate, family, listen, the registration closes soon. So if you want to participate, click the link in my bio if you're watching this on Instagram. And I'm also going to drop the link below on YouTube. I'm going to post this on YouTube as well. But listen, understand that there is an attack on the crown right now. And if you're a spiritual person, make sure you're covering your head with your do-rag, your scarves, head wraps, hats, even anointing your crown with like olive oil and blessing yourself before you go outside. Anoint your crown chakra, anoint your third eye, anoint the back of your neck, anoint the soles of your feet, okay? You got to understand right now that there's a lot of energy. It's a lot right now. So if you guys can listen, I'm going to tell you guys about what baths and all of that to take. We're going to talk about all of that in the ritual. And the purpose of this ritual is to cover us, but also to remove whatever negative energy that is around us. So be prepared to remove toxic people in your life. Be prepared to remove jobs or energies that don't serve you so that you can walk into your purpose and your power. Because a lot of the times we're blocking our own blessings because we think we know what's best for us, but we are blocking our own way. Spirit is saying you got to trust the process. It's time to walk into your destiny now. And it's impossible to grow when you have haters around you. A lot of the times your blessings is blocked because you got evil eye, because you got jealous family members and jealous friends. That's the reason why your life is not going where you want it to go. You got the vision, you got the resources, you got everything that you need, but you're wondering why you're not getting from point A to point Z, point A to point B. Why are you still stuck here? And you're doing everything right. It's because you got a big ass mouth and you talking too much about what you're going to do, what your plans is, and you probably blabbing your mouth to the wrong person that's probably jealous of you. They don't want you to win. Not everybody that's smiling in your face is your friend. Understand, that's a message for you, and that's for whoever needs this right now. That's why it's always important to do protection rituals. If you never did a ritual before, the first ritual I would say any baby witch or any person needs to know is protection. Because once you start stepping into your spiritual gifts, you start to unravel. You become a light or a beacon in the spiritual world. And the more brighter your light shines, the more spirits can see you. And not every entity on the other side is happy to see what you're doing, especially if you're trying to uplift people and free their minds. You think they want that? Nah. It's a lot of entities that are against you. And every time you level up, it's a new devil. Every new devil for every new level. Understand that, because you're growing. Life is not going to get easier. It doesn't get harder. You get stronger. That's what happens. And this protection ritual is going to protect us as we unravel in our spiritual gifts. As the doors and gateways open, we will be strong and courageous and protected by our ancestors. We're going to call on the ancestors in this ritual. We're going to call on the ancestors. We're going to call on our spiritual warriors. And those who already come from warriors, you already know. This ritual is going to be powerful. We're calling on the Oguns. We're calling on all of our spiritual warriors. The Indian warriors, the indigenous spirits, our ancestors, all of those who come from our blood, our spiritual ancestors, because we sick of this shit. We sick of these spiritual bullies out here. We sick of people out here trying to suppress the chosen ones. We're sick of it. And I believe in fighting back. And so if there's entities or beings that trying to stop us from our blessings, we got to fight back. Fuck out of here. The thing about bullies, if you let a bully mess with you, they're going to always fuck with you for your whole life until you finally stand up. When you stand up to that bully, the biggest fucking baddest one, and you beat the shit out of that bully ain't going to fuck with you ever again. So that's what we doing. We fighting back the fucking bullies because we're all fucking powerful. And we got to stop sitting around waiting for somebody else to do it. What if we're waiting for ourselves? What if we're the fucking heroes that the ancients been talking about? Talking about the gods will come back. We the ones that can shift this reality. We create this shit with our mind. Do you know how powerful you are? Yo, it's a wrap. I can't wait to do this ritual with you guys. We're going to do this protection ritual because we're going to be covered out here. They fucked with the right ones. Because we different from our ancestors, okay? We don't play that shit. And we're going to call on our ancestors to give us the power and the right. Who in the fire, baby, yo? I'm ready. It's a powerful time. And the spiritual warriors, they are active right now because the portal is open and the spirits have been here. And if you've been paying attention, you guys probably been seeing some shit. In the corner of your eye, the shadow people, yeah. The gifts are turning on. The eyes are opening now. No more hiding. No more running from your gifts and your purpose. Now is the time to step into your power. Do this protection ritual. Sometimes spirit will hide you and cover you and not show you and reveal your gifts because it's not time yet. Because if your gifts unravel around the wrong people, they can sabotage you and spirit is protecting you. That's why we're doing this protection ritual. You need your protection before you can fully open up and blossom into that butterfly that you were meant to be. Spirit has to remove you and remove the people in your life that's going to block you. Spirit is protecting you and hiding you so that way when you get where you gotta go, nobody can stop you. But you gotta wait and you gotta be patient. You gotta get this protection first so that way wherever you go as you grow, nobody can fuck with you. No spirit, no man, nobody, no nothing. And that's what I have to say. Stay protected. Join our protection ritual family. Once again, I will put the link in my bio and the link will be below. If you guys have any questions, drop it below. I am so excited to do this ritual and I'm so excited to call on the ancestors because they've been itching for this shit. And all I gotta say, be prepared for change because our rituals hit. Love you guys. Make sure you tune in. Tell me what you think. Have you been feeling the energies? And where you at in the world? Where you at in the city? Because I know it's not just here in New York. It got to be in other places too. Let me know below. Until next time, family. Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.